Hey, hello everyone.
Hello, hi.
Okay. Hey, Sandeep. Good to see you all. Welcome back. Hello, viewers. Thanks for joining here on time. It's a great Friday evening. How many of you enjoying great rainfall in Bangalore? But raining, man, it's warm. That's what people tell from different part of the state. But again, it's raining pretty heavily here. It's so good. Enjoying. I believe you all had a great week, Monday to Friday, another packed week, right? I can see Baj wipes his face and says, man, it's tough.
Yeah.
Right, Baji? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you all filled the timesheet, right? 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
Right.
Submit it. Good, good. Welcome to the corporate world. Okay, good to have you all. Thanks all viewers for watching this program. And we have people from YouTube. I appreciate all your time to be here. So you're free to leave your comments, give your like, and talk about your success, talk about your failures in attempt exams, and ask questions. Hey, I'm stuck here. How can I get out of it? We are happy to help you, right? That's a program here. And this is every Friday we are connecting to say hi to each other. That's how it is. Shriram, are you talking any new topic in the world? Definitely not. What I'm going to talk or what I have spoken, what I'm going to speak has been spoken by a number of people. At the same time, sometimes when you press this F by in the keyboard, have you seen the key F5? F5. If you press it, the web page loads better. So this Fridays are going to be an F5 to refresh some of the content in our mind. That's pretty much right. Okay, good. Let me see the chat window. If anyone has a quick question about the examination, not much. So can I assume that most of you close to the exam, and I see Sandeep who really recently cleared the exam is excited there. Sandeep, how is it after PMP?
Shriram, very much relieved, Shriram.
Relieved.
Yeah, very much. Mentally, I mean, even the food I'm enjoying and eating.
Wow, man. So you're seeing the plate now only, what is there in the plate while having food?
Yeah, because every time it's like feeling where, okay, what am I doing next? I have to study. Okay,
Right.
so what did I study before food, or even whenever I go to the office, or when I start working, okay, what is that I have to study this evening?
Okay. Okay, that's nice. I think this happiness would stay for some time. At the same time, my mind will tell what I can read next, right? Because we are used with this reading habit for 3-4 months. All of a sudden, it gets over. Your brain cannot accept it. Next day morning, you'll wake up by 5 a.m. and you'll think, what I can do next, right? Fantastic, great. Good to know, Sandeep, and congratulations. I have a few more people cleared exams. In fact, we have bunch of people clearing exams every other day. You can see in the LinkedIn or WhatsApp, you feel, oh man, things are happening. I should also get into there, right? Good. Nice. Let's do that. And thanks a lot for everyone putting a lot of effort. And today we'll talk Agile. Agile is some days back, if you ask me, or weeks back, if you ask me, Agile we talk mostly about for PMI-ACP exam. Now, more than ACP exam, PMP people are so excited about Agile and they want to know what's happening there. So Agile is becoming a trend in the market. So let's learn a small topic in that called refactoring and how it's going to be helpful, what they do there. Chances are you can adopt it in your life. It doesn't mean that you should be a software engineer to apply this. It can be anything, any part of your life. One thing I learned in the management for a long time is anything you learn in management or project management, it's not only for the corporate life. It could be for your personal life. It could be of anything on your path. That's what I observed. Many of you who went through the books, I think you'll get a feel, man, hey, we can apply in my personal life, right? That's a feel we get, right? That's the thing. We'll jump inside. Before that, I want to pull out something. Monday to Friday, you're putting all efforts. But I know some of you here will feel that nothing is moving, Srinath. To be honest, nothing is moving. I'm trying hard, I'm the same place. There are many people like that. One thing I was, one point I was reading through is most of our success thing falls under the terminology called habits. We are programmed with some habits from our school days or college days. Maybe the way we watch some of the movie programs or televisions, reading books, speaking to people, political things around us. And these all the one habits make a repetitive process. Anything you do repeatedly becomes a habit. We have repeatedly worked out with the distraction for 20 or 30 years. All of a sudden for PMP, if you want to change, or for the ACP, you want to change, and it's not that easy. It's something like riding a bicycle. You know that suddenly someone asks you to ride reverse, you cannot do that. It won't happen overnight. So anything you have today is a habit of last 20 years. So don't try to change immediately. Maybe you can divert some of the energy towards some direction that is called maybe qualification or growth in your life. You cannot suddenly change something. Some say that Shriram, overnight, tomorrow morning I'll wake up 4 o'clock. That's it. Morning will become Buddha, Vivekananda, Mahatma Gandhi. It won't work. Why you should become Mahatma Gandhi? You be yourself. That's it. I've seen many people in the name of success just acting to themselves. They're just acting as if they are so good. Not needed. Put your energy in the right direction, change slightly the direction of water flow towards the way it has to go. Rest all will happen automatically. You be yourself, your individuality. No need to give to anybody else, right? That's a point. So thing is, if you get distracted, worried, don't worry. That's human nature. Just divert a little water that side. Enough. Stop there, right? For this, don't need to go to meditation, this, that, nothing needed. Be yourself. That's enough. Life will keep on moving, right? That's a point. So with this, a jump inside. Before I go there, how many of you agree that, yes, Sriram, I'm trying, it's not happening? Distracted. Anybody here to put your hands up? Let me see your YouTube also. There are some people. Okay, there are some people saying, oh yeah, it's not happening. Okay, fine. So don't worry, don't try to change yourself 360 degree. That's the biggest mistake. Many people do that. Please don't do that. Don't try to act for corporate. Don't try to act for people around you. Be yourself. That's a point. Let's get back to the subject. I'm seeing something in the YouTube. Let me check out. Rajiv is observed very well. Shriram, you wear this same t-shirt in some other program. I think that is also refactoring. Cards. Like, even I don't remember my t-shirt. Thanks, guys. Thanks for observing really well. Okay, let's go deep inside. I don't have a schedule or a diary to note down what t-shirt when I wear. What comes to my mind, I have to pick up. Okay, what I do is, I'll bring up some slide. We'll talk few content and some questions I have. This is a process we follow. Meantime, if anyone have questions about the examination or preparation, feel free to ask. I'll try to pull some content for you. Okay, I'm going to share the screen and we will listen. Here it is. So kindly confirm you are able to hear me and see the cam. Also, you are able to see the content. That's good. Okay, great. So fantastic, great. So people, for the benefit of all, what I do is I'll mute all so that we'll arrest the background sound. We don't get into trouble. Good. So now, right, let's get inside. So as I said earlier, we were talking PMP and ACP. Some of you may not know what is PMP. Some of you may not know what is ACP. Both comes from the same family that is called PMI Institute. PMP is one of the top rated certificate which has depth knowledge about leadership and core knowledge about management, how to manage something very efficiently. So what is management, man? Still I'm confused. For example, this is a 1 hour of YouTube program. We may think it's okay, a program, right? Just sit in front of the camera and keep talking. No, it needs preparation. You need time, you need cost, you need to tackle the risk factors, you need to think about a lot of involvement of vendors, third party, lot of factors are there, right? So how do you put things together efficiently? What do you mean by efficiently, Shriram? When I say efficiency, you can do, yep, you can do, but what is the outcome of it? Will it give a quality? Will it be customer satisfaction? Will it be within the cost or time? How do you going to handle it? So this is management, and some people are naturally built with that ability. Some need to learn it. So maybe I fall under the category. I don't have natural things. I have to learn it. So I went through these courses and learned it. That's why many people go for PMP and learn it. And then what is ACP? ACP talks pure of agility, how to be very agile, how to make a quick response, how to listen to the customer efficiently. That's about agile factor. In this, one of the topic is called refactoring. Refactoring is a very lightweight content or subject, but at the same time, it's very interesting. Why we use the word re? So it means we are going to do something again. We're going to touch something which we did earlier. We're going to go to the past and fix it. Is it? Yeah, we're going to back and try something, refactoring. Let's see some content. Okay, before I jump there, I will show something on Agile. I assume some of you new to Agile, you don't know what is Agile. So Agile is a mindset. It's just a thought process, how efficiently someone has to work. See, Agile is not new. It is there for a long time. Maybe someone didn't coin the name properly. If you talk 100 years back, could be some Agile team in the kingdom. There could be Agile team in a military force. There could be Agile team in the business 100 years back. Those are the people now, top business people. Maybe Ratan Tata Group is a Tata Group so bigger now, could have been more agile 100 years back. They're for a long time, isn't it? They would have been, who knows? We may not know the terminology. Many think agile is something so new. I will tell you that it's not new. It's there for years and years and years. But now some terminologies are given very clearly. It makes us to connect. Now, as per the terminology, agile is a mindset. Shriram, what is a mindset? Mindset is accepting or believing some system in place. It's something about cultural system. If you come to India, India has some cultural system. If you go to Mexico, you will find its own cultural system. Now, what is it? It's a mindset, right? They believe on that. They like it. They trust it. You cannot make fun of something. They like it. They do that. What's wrong in it? Now, in software industry, in the 1980s and 1990s, there was a mindset needed. There came this 4 values and 12 principles written by some 17 people. Who are the 17 people? The founder and creator of Scrum or Extreme Programming and some more guys, around 17 people. Now, in software industry, this is so important, needed. They don't want to go in a sequential approach. When I say sequential, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. They don't want to do in that sequence. Rather, they want to do in a different way. In a sense, they can deliver faster. That's where this came in. Now, what happened is over 20 years of time, these principles and values got super hit, and all other industries started seeing that, wow, we like it. Why don't we adopt it here? See, human civilization is like that. If you try something in one place, from there you pick up that concept, use another place. If you take an aerospace science, or you look out for agriculture, you look for automobile, don't think all the technology methodology are used only from automobile. Automobile would have borrowed something from agriculture. Agriculture would have taken something from different industry, right? I think some of you agree that the human civilization, that's how we improved or grown. So nothing wrong in taking something good from other place. So I see some of them in internet arguing which is right, which is wrong. I don't think we have to do that. Look for which is good, pick it up and start using it. So that's the way Agile came in. Now, some of the methodologies like a Scrum, Kanban, Scaling Agile, a few more are there. So these are the methodologies applying these principles and mindset. So 2 things are Agile. One is being Agile and doing Agile. Okay, I have spoken about this in another video. I recommend you to go to our YouTube channel where you can see some more videos. Rightly, someone said, Shriram, I saw you in the same t-shirt in another video. Maybe you will catch the same t-shirt in a couple of more videos. Please check that. You'll get some content. So let's go to our topic of refactoring. Okay, very good. Before we go to refactoring, I want to bring up this 12 principles, what I showed you a slide before. What is this principle? So principles are, as I gave a clue, the cultural belief of a country. Yeah, it's a belief system. If America believes driving on the right side of the road, yeah, that's their belief system. In UK, they believe driving on the left side of the road. When you want there, it's the belief system. Each one goes at different from nothing wrong, nothing right. Which it goes right, goes right. So now in Agile, the team of 17 people frame some 12 principles, very normal English language. In this English language, there is one principle which I will target for today. What is that? Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhances agility. They use the word enhances. If you want to, agility is good. If you want to enhance agility more better, what you have to do is you have to give a continuous attention. So what it means is you do one thing and you will forget it. No, that's not the case. You're going to continuously take care of it. Why? Various reasons. What are the various reasons? One of the reason could be it goes to one of the principle inside this 12 principle. What is that? So one of the principle is welcome changing requirements. When requirements is going to be continuously changing, definitely you have to focus more on technical excellence. If you don't have a good technical ground, if you don't have a proper track set, or you don't fix your problems continuously, what's going to happen? You can't accept the change. See, change is going to shake the whole system. If you go to management books, change is considered as very dangerous. Change is considered as a high risk. That's the reason even if you go to construction industry, even today, I mark this date of August 6th, 2021, even today, if you go to construction industry, change is very, very expensive. The reason being is there's a scrap cost, there is a rework cost, there could be some design change cost, all of that. But we're talking about an industry where it is having very dynamic nature of life, which is a knowledge-based projects. Now, here, when you say change requirements, even though late in the system, if we can bring a change, we'll accept it. If you want to accept it, what you have to do? You have to do continuous attention. If you don't have a continuous attention, you cannot accept the change. Your change will fail. Why? Why, Shriram? Of course, right? You have to adapt to the new system. You have to adapt to the new technology. If you don't do that, your basement is keep shaking. On top of that, you keep on adding changes, possibly you will fall down. So now, if that's the only thing, I'll say one more is there within the same 12 principle. Deliver working software frequently. If you see here, you have to deliver it frequently. If you want to deliver frequently, what is the first thing? The first most important thing to deliver frequently is, Shriram, what is that, man? I need a team? No. I need a deliverable component? Yeah. Then what else more? If you want to deliver frequently, when I say deliver, it's going to go to the customer. Quality stands on the top. If you want to deliver frequently, it should meet the quality parameters. It should be good standard. If it has to be good standard, definitely you have to give continuous attention to technical excellence. Oh my goodness, this much is there. There's some points here. So the 9th point has some connection with the 2 and 3. I know some of you would have read the principle already. Some of you memorized it. Few of you doing PMP and ACP, you have a writing habits on daily basis. Anyone here who have writing habits? Anyone here after writing, you got expert on it? You can remember, you can tell back to front to back. Anyone here? Usually I have some people who do that. Okay. So this process of writing habit, Sandeep says, yes, I can remember everything. Okay. There are a few people. Okay, coming back. So this 12 principles talks about excellence. So if it is excellence, what does that mean? How it's going to be impacted in the project? Let's see that. Okay, first thing in Agile, you saw some 12 principles. Let me take you furthermore. Fantastic. Let me attack the risk factor. Okay. What is risk factor here? Risk. Risk is a big word, right? In management, we read risk as a positive risk, we read as a negative risk. Risk should be mitigated, risk should be avoided, risk should be responded. Lot are there. Let's look risk in this angle. The angle is something talking about technical depth. Technical. If you don't give continuous attention to improvement, what is going to happen is over a period of time, it's going to fail drastically. That too, with the current changing trend in the market, if you don't change, That's it. You'll be pulled out. It's not only for the product, even for ourselves. Many of people who are coming to PMP or Agile or Scaled Agile for any training, they all have this worry. What if I don't scale myself in the next 2 years? I may be out of the company. The company don't prefer me. I'm accumulating a debt of not doing something good on me. It's personal. Let's go to the job oriented. If you see here, I do not understand why it takes long to add a new window. Why? Look at here, it's already episode. If you don't add efficiency to the system, if you don't improve it, what happens is we automatically adding the technical debt. In sense, we are outdated. If you are outdated, what happens is you cannot scale it up higher more than that. You cannot give quality to the market. You cannot go early to the market. You may go, but you go a little late, more late, or not even available. In the current trend of technology, you cannot take your whole buffer time to come back. You have to go faster, quicker. How do you do that? When the name of quicker, you cannot give half-baked item, right? It should be a quality item. So it needs to care. Now, point here is in Agile, risk management is taken care by observing the technical depth and pulling it out, taking enough care there. Now, how it's been taken care? There are various ways in the sense of team getting proper training to understand the technology, team members understanding that when they do the work, they have to do it very efficiently. Very good. Architects, designers, business team, domain members, product owners, everyone contribute towards this product. However it is, whatever you do, after some period of time, what you did can get outdated, can get messy. We have to try to fix it and try to make it sure what you do or what you've done is properly polished, made it better. Let me go a little more deep. Before I go there, I want to show you this, this picture on the right side, what you see, velocity. I believe with some of our classes, some of you would have observed, velocity is the team's ability of completing something, right? And I say velocity is a past event. Last sprint, the team completed 35 points. It's a velocity. Before that, maybe 40 points. So 40 plus 35, you will get the velocity by average. If somebody not understanding velocity, watch out some of our video which talks about velocity. Now here, when you see velocity, if you keep the old crap, okay, old base of code which doesn't improve, your velocity does not improve. You will do the same work again and again and again. Whereas if you improve or come out of the technical debt, you enhance your system, improve the efficiency of the system, improve the new technology concepts, what you have, your velocity can go up, It's something like your personal character, right? You have a lot of depth of unwanted things with you and you don't clear it out, you will be the same. Sometimes you want to go down. Whereas you refresh yourself and you come out of this depth, what you hold with you, and maybe health-wise, maybe reading habits and food habits, sleeping habits, you make something good, chances are your performance goes high. Even you read it 2 hours, your brain absorbs really well. Now, that goes to the system. When I talk about system, could be any system in the world, right, which has more dynamic changes, which I showed in the principle is applicable here. So more changes, early delivery. To attend the risk, you have to watchful on the technical depth, which we didn't improve for a while. So, what is this, man? Can you throw some information on this? I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you some examples. So hold on. So what I do is, we'll see something. Now, I spoke about principles. I spoke about something about the technical depth. Now, to attend these factors, there is something called refactoring, in the sense of improving continuously on certain areas. So refactoring is good, but you have some circle here, look like circular oval, look like something like a dream scene in the movie. It comes with ovals, right? Round, round, round kind of stuff is coming. You see onion here. This is XP, extreme programming. It's one of the methodology under Agile umbrella. And you all have to know a person called Kent Beck. On the right side, you can see Ken Beck. He's around 60 now. Amazing guy. He is the founder or creator of this extreme programming. The whole agile core basement is based on XP, right? Shriram, I thought agile means a Scrum. Scrum is amazing framework. Nobody can touch it. But the Scrum, the internal core things, all are from XP. So XP has a lot of beautiful things. Let's go with one area today. We'll talk about it. One of that is called refactoring. Now, what is refactoring? Shriram, you're talking for 15 minutes. Still, I didn't get what it is. If you feel that, let's take an example. What example here? It refactors may accomplish such things. What it does is increase in processing speed. There is an application. There's a payroll system. Your company has a payroll system. Leave the payroll system. You have a leave application system in your office. How many of us hate the internal application of a company? You may like Amazon website. You may like Flipkart. You may like some other website to book movie tickets, which is faster like this. Whereas if you go to your office leave application, that too being Friday, you have to fill your timesheet. You have to click button here, button here, button here, button here. Internet won't work, right? Or some of the websites, you fill all the information, submit the button, server error. Something will happen, or we'll be pretty slow there. So now what they do here is you are improving your processing speed, efficiency inside the system, sourcing different internal data, and improving security concerns. Could be security patch related problems to be fixed out. Or another type of refactoring involves streamlining some aspects of the code. Now, most of the software engineering people will understand here when we say the word code, CODE code. Many IT people understand code means it's kind of a logical way of writing something which can help the system to make some action. Now, let's first talk about software, then we'll go to other area. In a software industry, it's very common. When you do something, it works good for 6 months. Then what happens? More data load comes in, it starts going down. Or market trend changes. When the computer came in, it could have been MBs or KBs speed, and then MB. And now it's GB, TB, it's going speed high. You cannot rely with the same piece of work what you did 6 years back will work today. 6 years back, the technology would have been different. It worked very efficiently. Yeah, we agree on that. Whereas now things changed. Now, how much you moving forward? But the question is, so Sriram, you mean that I have to rewrite everything? I have to spend more money? No, the external behavior is going to be the same. No one is going to change the behavior. But internally, what you are tuning, like you, 2 years back, you are the same person, same hairstyle, same look, same dress code, maybe same t-shirt like me. You may be the same. But what you did in the last 6 months, you would have learned a lot of things. You did refactoring of yourself. Even though Excel looks same, your knowledge has improved, your efficiency has grown higher. Your corporate sometimes look at you, what's wrong with you, man? You are looking very good these days. You work very well. You ask right questions in the interviews, or you are pretty good in the office. So things improve, right? So this processing is very common in the IT industry. Now I'll tell you, this is not only for IT industry. Most of the things captured here are from manufacturing industry. If anyone in this group from manufacturing will agree that, yes, we have a process of refactoring. Anyone here from manufacturing or different industry? I have spoken to some of them from manufacturing industry. They agree, yes, we have it. We do keep looking at our own way of work or improving our technical factors so that our system gets better day by day. But it has a cost behind that. Because when you go to manufacturing or a construction, when you want to touch something, you want to refactor it, you have to spend money. But because you're touching something there physically. Whereas here in IT industry or knowledge-based projects, it's going to be more of a adaptation pretty quicker because the technology supports them, where they can change the thing without your knowledge. If you ask me, how many of you using IRCTC? If you're from India, in India for railway tickets booking, there's a place called IRCTC. If someone used it for 4 years back, it would have been a different speed. 3 years back, something would be different. 2 years back, something would have been different. 1 year back, something would have been different. Now they change the interface also, the front screen also. If not, if you see last 4 years back, the same screens are there, but internally the efficiency was improving. You click of a button, you get immediately. It was not there earlier. So it's keep refactoring and improving the way it works internally, right? That's a point. I'm seeing the chat message. Some of them telling automotive industry. Bajinder says, yes, we have it in manufacturing. Very good. Got some point. In YouTube, I'm seeing GP says mechanical engineering. Good. Nice to know. So don't take it ownership. Refactoring means only software industry. No, every industry has refactoring. Personally, we have in refactoring. If not, go and listen Sadhguru. Have you guys know Sadhguru? There is a person with a big beard. Have you heard about? If you heard about him, he's talked about inner engineering. Nothing but refactoring. Okay. So all concepts are either somewhere copied or somewhere reutilized. Nothing wrong in it until it gives benefit to the people, well and good. So inner engineering is nothing but making sure you are good on what you are, right? Improving yourself. So let's see some more thought process in this area. Okay. What is refactoring? Actual terminology. A disciplined technique for restructuring an existing body of code, altering its internal structure without changing external behavior. Be watchful. Altering the internal structure. You will touch the internal structure without external behavior. External behavior is as it is. But internal structure will keep tuning and making it better, altering better. Right? That's going to be refactoring. So you will not add a functionality. You will not introduce something new in the name of refactoring. Refactoring is making it better day by day, right? To achieve it. How do you do this, Sriram? Is it going to be a separate work, part of the work? Customer will give the work. Could come from any place. Could come from any place. Example, I think I would have said this example before. Let's take a Zoom. Zoom 1 year back was in a problem for a security patch. People got scared. Oh my God. If I use a Zoom, people can take my password. With that, they'll take all my bank account. I lose billions of dollars. People got scared. So Zoom said, don't worry, we have a patch. But then few days, they released a patch. Even now, if you go give an update, it'll update. It's nothing but adding or improving its own behavior. It's going to be as it is on the behavior side, whereas internal structure of behavior, it's getting tuned, right? That happens. Okay, some of the pictures here also give some clarity for you, right? There is a question from Vignesh here. Vignesh is putting question, Zoom. Refactoring task added to the product backlog can be Vignesh. Vignesh, how it works is, refactoring, we may not treat it very separately. It can be part of a user story, or it can be a new technical addition. Yes, what you're saying is right. But we should have a conversation with our product owner. Who is the product owner? Product owner is a customer representative. We should have a conversation with them to understand, make them to understand what its importance and why we need it. Because as a customer, they always want the functionality to go to the market, right? If you say Zoom is planning a lot of new launches and releases over the period of time. Whereas 2020, April or May was a crucial time for Zoom. A big news is spread across, Zoom has a security problem. Now, do you worry on functionality or this? If you ask me, they'll worry on the security. So doesn't mean that you have to threaten your customer, but make them be aware that, guys, we have to keep improving our system. That makes our system efficient. But again, I'll tell you, refactoring is not all the time technical improvement. You can clean up the content there. You can organize the content. Once in a year, I have seen in my home on school days, we clean the whole place and rearrange all the shelves and books, stuff. We regularly do, but there'll be a day we do everything over clean. Why? To make sure it's clean, good, remove unwanted things from there. Every culture has some way of doing that. They call it as a festival or an event. Maybe some does before the Christmas, some do before the New Year, some do before Indian festivals. You clean up it, right? You make sure everything's good, your home is good, clean, pull it out. This is also their refactoring part. When you created a piece of code, when you did a set of work, you do with adding up content. A lot of mess can be there. But after some time, you'll revisit it and organize it, group it, make it easy for the people to read. Tomorrow, some other team member is coming there to see what you have done. He or she should not feel, man, who lived here? Have you seen some people? Have you visited some bachelor's room? Bachelors don't hit me back. But again, it'll be mess, man. I have some friends who go there, it'll be mess. Man, what is this? You cannot live there. It shouldn't be that way. It should be better organized and make it better. Right? That's a point. Shobha is putting a question, who initiate the refactoring task? That's a good question. It can come from two sides. One is from the business side. From the business side, they're expecting you to utilize the latest technology or authentication system. Could be, right? Say example, I'm asking American Express as a bank, hey guys, will you do fingerprint oriented authentication? Now the business guy listens to me, says, oh, we didn't do that. So shall we do that? Now comes back and they talk to the team members. Chances are they may go for a new functionality addition. One. Other way, they come back and tell that how can we enhance our system better more? So it's the same feature and functionality going to be there in the front for the customer, not adding a fingerprint. That's a new functionality. But whereas the existing functionality, how can we tune it? Now the new functionality coming inside will come from the business. They'll give it as a requirement. We do that. Over a period of time, the business also will ask us to add some enhancement and betterment of that technology, what we have. That is over a period of time, things and technology moving and improving, we have to adjust to that. Could be from the business. Could be from the technical team most of the time, because they know what technology they implemented can be a bit old or could be not done in efficient logic. They want to rewrite it or they want to make it make it more effective to the technology currently in the market. So it's possible to come both aside, but the majority of the time it will be from the team which recommends refactoring, right? So the refactoring task has nothing to do with the customer. What about the effect of it to the schedule or cost? Shobha is putting a question. I think I answered your question, Shobha, telling that it's possible with the customer. I think I mentioned it right now. When the Zoom is looking for security patch, customer cannot tell, I don't bother. It's both of you involved. So when the team works, it is a combination of a product owner. So product owner is not an alien, right? Product owner is part of your team. They are also listening to you and telling that, oh yeah, we need this kind of enhancement, improvement in the system without affecting the external behavior so that my systems move smoothly. I generally give this example of Google. If you type google.com, within a fraction of a second, it loads. The same thing happened 10 years back. Same thing will happen another 10 years later. How? Google.com is same, but the technology is improved, right? You would have tried in an old desktop computer. Now you're trying in mobile, trying in laptop, iPad. Going forward, you're going to try different technology. Technology can change, but their speed and efficiency always up to that mark. How it improved? Someone or some team refactoring the google.com continuously. That is the reason whenever you try in a different forum, different platform over the 2 decades, still it's the fastest loading of google.com, right? It's one of the example. You can do a lot of websites. I'm just telling google.com. So it could be from both the business and the technical, but a high preference will be from the technical team. Yeah, comes out. Super good. You got the points. Let's go a little more just to show some thought process for you. Off late in the point of refactoring, you are saying more about cloud migration. You would have heard about it, right? So what is cloud migration? First of all, what is cloud? Now, cloud has become a very common terminology. Now, if you ask me 10 or 15 years back, when I was working in one of the Fortune company, I'll be very excited while traveling to US. The reason is there is a place called server room or server maintenance place or on-prem. That means on premises. The company will have a big server. Okay, server means what? Nothing but boxes, a rack of boxes. In these boxes only, the company's data will be processed, all information will work. Reaching that place needs a lot of security and other clearances needed, but we're very excited to see how it is. But if you go and see there, you won't get that feel. It's nothing but a rack full of machines. I thought it will be something different. I'm talking in the decade back when I go to US. And what happened over a period of time? Every company could not maintain their data. The speed and efficiency started dropping down. Cost of maintaining those boxes are pretty heavy. Security problems were there. Now what happened? Market opens up. What opens up? Now we have 1%, the richest person in the world. You know who is the richest person in the world? If anyone aware of the richest person, if you know who is the richest person, that person become richest because of primary reason of this, what you're seeing now, right? So now Amazon opened up the cloud. Not only Amazon, we have a lot. Google is there, IBM is there, Azure is there, a lot are there. But what I want to point you is, many companies which was hosting their system there, right? It was having some, let's say there is a XYZ shopping cart, xyzshoppingcart.com. It would have been in the company boxes, company servers. Now, what happened? To improve the efficiency, speed, security, quality, all T, whatever T you want to put, every T will come there. Now, what they did, they unplugged from there and put into the cloud. What do you mean by cloud? Cloud is nothing but, you should not think cloud means something in a alien Jupiter they have, nothing. Instead of XYZ shopping cart company having the server, Amazon has all the server. If they say that you don't worry, we will take care of it. But you pay me the money every minute. Then only I can become the richest person in the world. So what happened? This all went there and this company is maintaining. Now, let's not go into that argument whether to do or not to do or why he became richest person. Let's not worry about it. Point here is, the people who are using xyzshoppingcart.com, for them, the same website, xyzshoppingcart.com, 6 months back, when it was in their company server. Now, from there, they have moved to this box called cloud. Now, when they move to the cloud, same thing, again, they type xyzshoppingcart.com, same, it's going to load. Maybe the speed could have been improved. Maybe the security is better. Maybe the efficiency is better. $1 billion sale. We all know that, right? Suddenly a sale will come. I don't know why the sale happens. Suddenly the July 27, 26 sale. We will loot all your pockets. Okay, they start looting the pocket. How many of you lost money in the sale? So if that happens, earlier it would have been slow. Now what happened? The speed would have been increased. Even 1 million people access it. It's giving the data. So now you make it better. Shriram, is it fully refactoring? It's a thought process of refactoring, right? You make sure the behavior is same. At the same time, you make the internal system works really better. I'll go back to the definition of refactoring. Refactoring here. If you watch out here, refactoring, see, a disciplined technique for restructuring an existing body of code, altering the internal structure without touching external behavior. You won't touch the external behavior, but you make sure internal things are good. But usually refactoring is considered for certain areas. Many people know up to this only. I will show that and I'll make you feel. Yeah. If somebody from IT industry, you will know this. Some don't know from IT industry, don't worry. And this is called software coding system. Someone has written something which computer can understand. Don't think it's very crazy. It's the easiest stuff. It says zeros and ones. Instead of telling zeros and ones, we have English language. This will be converted as zeros and ones, binaries. When someone see this, it's pretty hard to follow, maybe. So now what happened? Someone write it a little more efficiently. They may improve some efficiency of grouping certain things, using proper language, maybe make it a little more common callable system, in the sense of a reusable system. Someone creates something reusable to everyone. If you go to some website, they have a date, time, a drop-down box will be the date and time will come there. I don't want my software engineering team to write that calendar pop-up for all the pages. Rather write it once, recall it in all the places. Could be a way. So point is, how do you improve a system? How do you minimize your errors which may happen in future? How you make it readable? Anyone that comes in can read it clearly. usable. So some efficiency improvement happens, some way of readability happens here, some way of cleaning process happens here, but definitely will improve the system. The improvement happens here, right? That's about the refactoring concept, right? I do this, right? Or you do this. When you have a car with you, a car, when you bought it newly, looks super good. 3 years, it runs well. 4th year, some problem will start. So what do you do? Some people are so clever on that. They will start doing some maintenance activity of making sure it is as it is or better, or they change a shoe brake or something they do so that it goes better, right? If you don't do that, the technical debt get added up. One or other day, it's going to fail middle of the road. So there it comes a refactoring concepts, right? Good. I believe some of you got some idea of refactoring. Let me listen to some of you. Do anyone see this as a process already happening in a job? You see this refactoring? Okay. Okay. Let me go to content. Okay. Before I go there, Krishna is putting a point. We did for one customer web portal. Let's see, we'll listen to Krishna. Would you like to share a point? I think you have a mic for you. You may not need to tell the client, but how does it help when you say customer web portal? You did something. Kind of, how does it help?
Hi, Shyam. Yeah. So we are working on a project. So they were using the customer portal for the shopping cart, basically. So it was taking almost 7 seconds, right? So it was taking 7 seconds to load all those things. So which customer have some KPIs. So they were thinking, wanted to achieve it a bit faster. So there, like even though the functionality, everything is working, but the speed was a bit, worried factor for a customer because it was loading a bit slow. So what we did, we took it as a one sprint particularly, and we did this, spike stories and did analysis and found that there are few, programs or functions or, has to be fine tuned. So that way it will not be, we found that it was calling the function for all the kind of particular things. So we wanted to only pull in certain situation. So that was not happening. Because of that, it is taking more time. So when we found out this and fine tuned, so then we achieved the desired result.
Nice.
So
nice.
to the 3 seconds. Yeah.
Good improvement, right?
Yeah. So they were very happy and very much we would see that they were very much satisfied on this.
Possible. Yeah. But the external behavior does not change. It is
Correct.
as it.
Correct. Same it was. Only the performance got improved.
Perfect.
By removing the unwanted programs or calling out those things.
Great. Nice. Good thought. Thanks for that. I appreciate it, Krishna. Yeah. So Raghavendra has something. Yeah, thanks, Krishna. Raghavendra says async used as part of refactoring. Raghavendra, you want to add some points? I have Vignesh. Yes, Raghavendra.
Yeah, Sriram, good evening. Good evening all. So basically, we worked for one of the customer who had a front-end drilling application. So it was taking lot much of time for loading the page, the one when mentioned in one of the team member now. So for that, there was multiple calling for the APIs and database. It was checking always for the database, the one you mentioned example. So in that way, we have implemented async function in Angular. So there is an async function. It's Angular is a front-end software.
Okay.
So it mitigated around 76% performance improvement. So it improved the performance a lot.
Got you. Perfect. Thanks, Raghavendra, for adding that. Appreciate it. Nice to hear some real incidents. Nice. So Vignesh is putting a point. Pair programming enhances refactoring. and ultimately avoids adding tasks in the backlog. So he has two questions. One is pair programming. Other one is acceptance test-driven development. Okay, good points, Vignesh. When I say pair programming, it's part of XP. Pair programming also helps a lot, but that doesn't mean that future technology will not change, right? So technology can change, system can change. Because two people work together doesn't mean that you would have created an efficient system going to be lifelong good. Anytime we need to go back and see how to improve it, do better thing. Definitely reduce it. It has a good opportunity of reducing some of the problems or errors or quality thing going to happen. But improving system is a continuous process. So we'll try it out. In that way, even prep programming helps, but still we have an opportunity to look back how to improve. And when you talk about ATDD, that is acceptance test-driven development. TDD is a part of extreme programming. Test-driven development, we test it. As a test fails, we'll improve it. We'll do that. Again, this comes back to that continuous improvement process. Yes, TDD, that is test-driven development, is part of refactoring. But again, refactoring never stops. If you take a Google, what you said, google.com, they would have done pair programming 10 years back. Does that mean that today also google.com will work the same way? You have to improve. You've done a test-driven development. Yes, they would have used it. Still, they would improve. So whatever technology things are moving forward, we keep improving, right? These are all supporting factors, but we have to have a mindset of refactoring the piece of thing what we did. That's very important. Of late, many companies are spending huge money for refactoring because now everything's moving to cloud environment. When you go to cloud environment, certain things which we did earlier may not work. So we have to look into that, right? That's a point. Okay, Harish, how is it on manufacturing? How do you want to comment on that?
Yeah, Shriram, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Yeah, in manufacturing, we are having a process called Lean Six Sigma. So we apply it on the existing program which we are running. See, suppose if we are having a program, a component is made in 2019, and it was running with an yield of 70%. So we can't afford to run it on 70% yield throughout its life cycle, right? So what we do is we improve the process, okay, so that the yield will increase. Suppose we are having n number of processes, we will see where the fallout is more, and then we focus on it and improve it. So as you said, it is a time-consuming process and it requires a lot of efforts. So similarly, we'll do it in manufacturing. So it is a kind of refactoring, I said.
Got you. But it's a little, it'll burn the pocket because you have to redo some of it.
No, actually, we don't redo it. We improve it continuously. Like it will be a continuous improvement process. We don't stop anything. We don't rework. We just keep on improving the process.
Makes sense. Nice. Superb. Happy to know that. So manufacturing is the main industry from where we learned a lot of stuff. See, if you talk anything on Agile, it all came from manufacturing. You know, the lean is a grandfather of all these guys. From lean only you got the Kanban, then Agile, all stuff came there. Nice to know. Hey, thanks all. I appreciate the efforts you shared, and thanks for the good questions as well. Even in logistics can be applied. Sumita says, of course, everywhere. I talking about the inner engineering of Sadhguru, right? So everywhere it's applicable. But point is, how efficiently going to do that? In the name of doing it, we should not touch something really going good and spoil it, right? I have to somehow refactor something. No, not like that. You have to look at the concepts changing over the years of time and looking out how efficiently you can make it, having the brainstorming sessions, or like what Vignesh mentioned, pair programming in software industry where two people work on the same solution or problem. So you bring multiple things to see, is it good to do? Then touch. You should not touch and then think, can I do that anything? No, it's going to spoil the whole system. And again, when you do refactoring, be very careful. That should have a proper test scenarios, cases for it. If you cannot test something, don't touch it. That's a recommendation. If you cannot test it well, you cannot touch it. The reason is, by do something there, it may change your whole behavior. So you should know these all will have cases to test, and it should have a proper testing system in place. Then only you have to touch a refactoring. If not, you shouldn't. That's a recommendation. Good knowledge you all shared today. I appreciate it. Let's take a couple of questions here. Simple questions today. Let's see. What is the key thing in the question? Shriram, you're talking some topic, then the question also will be the same topic, right? We know the answer. We don't need to read the question fully. We will answer it immediately. That's what many of them telling. But still, I'll be happy if some of you read the question fully. Now, how would you improve the code without altering the functionality? For some of it, not from an IT industry, code is nothing but the logic which I showed you now. Logic is nothing but a binary things which good for the computer, right? Let's talk about stuff code without functionality. I know you all will choose answer A because, hey, you are talking that topic. Definitely you'll ask one question related to the topic. So we answered it. Very good. You are so brilliant on Friday evening. Okay, let's go. Now, what happened is this point I want you to observe without altering its expected behavior. This is very important. You won't touch the expected behavior. The behavior should be as it is. Internal things keep changing. You have to be very careful on that part. Okay, let's go a little more. Let's take a question now. Some of the methodology is given here. Lean is here. XP is here. Six Sigma is here. Let me see some of you answering from YouTube. Are you good with the answers? No one thinks about lean management. How come everyone is going to be? Okay, the question is asking about something on which of the following technique involves the use of story cards, continuous integration, refactoring, automated testing, test-driven development. Right, two things are there. In this, two things are pretty famous even today. In many places, you can see the concepts called refactoring is very interesting. If you go to scaled agile framework, continuous integration is a very important topic. If you go to any IT dev segment, they have TDD, test-driven development, very important. So what is test-driven development? First, they'll write the test case before even they're bringing the functionality. Hey, this is crazy, man. Yeah, it's crazy. First case you will run, it will fail. We know it will fail because nothing written there. After the failure happens, now they start writing what to do. The reason here is when you write a test, before you even develop something, your brain can think in a right direction. That's a thought process. Many companies agree to that. Yeah, it works. It works, right? And the second time they do something and they test it, again, it will fail. Again, they do development. Again, they test. Again. So they do this process. Test-driven development is really a pretty good one. Now, look at all of your answers, and I'm seeing some of them from YouTube as well. Good choice. You checked up. It's about XP. What is XP? Inspired engineering practices. This is the best engineering practices. Goes back to Ken Beck. Amazing one. I would recommend people to read XP more if you want to really learn Agile properly. If you want to just be at a framework level, Scrum is enough. But Scrum will not make you to survive for a long distance. If you want to go to long distance in Agile, learn two factors. One is about lean management. Other one is about XP. These are the two core things about Agile. The rest all add up content, right? Will be there. Very good. It's a good concepts you're learning. Let's hit one more question. One more question. Often people are so good in Agile questions. You answer it pretty faster. Is that not an Agile mitigation strategy? God, going to be slightly tougher for you guys. Not an Agile. Be watchful. Not an Agile. Is not an Agile mitigation strategy. It's not mitigation. You want to use it for mitigation. If you want to know what is not mitigation, first you have to know what is mitigation. There comes a game. Mitigation strategy for the risk of degraded quality. Degraded quality. What to do? What are the ways of improving it? What is the best thing? So first, before going to not, what are the following is a not, remove the word not. What are the following in an agile mitigation strategy? Let's first see what is mitigation strategy. If you know those, you can remove the alien out. How to do that? Agile modeling. What is agile modeling? You do some proof of concept of modelings and frames, sketch, use case, by which you can make people to understand what it is, so the efficiency and quality can be higher. It means before you do something, you make a sketch out of it. Modeling is what? Drawing a sketch of it, bring a framework out of it. So could be a good choice. That is agile mitigation. Refactoring. We learned refactoring will improve. Improve what? Quality. So it's also part of it. I'm saying answers are a little. Now the competition is between C and D. Okay. Now I'm giving a choice again. I'm telling that which of the following. I'm not taking this word. I'm not taking this word. Okay. Which of the following is an agile mitigation strategy for the risk of degraded code quality? What way we can improve, or what could have been best? We'll see that, then we'll find the wrong answer. Agile modeling means putting use case diagram or doing some stuff of a picturization representation, making people to talk about it, brainstorming. Super. It works well. Good. Refactoring, of course, we learned last 1 hour refactoring, you know that. Now the choices are between two. Now, in this two, now I remove this. Now tell me which one is not. I already removed two things. Now I'm giving an opportunity for it to re-vote. If I give an opportunity to re-vote, what voting you will do, so that it is not part of the mitigation strategy. Oh, re-voting is going well. Let's see re-voting in YouTube. Okay. Okay, re-voting going good. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Now, what is definition of done? Only when you know that, you can talk about voting. If not, it's going to be tough. See, it's something like like election. We don't know the candidate. We can't vote them, right? So, definition of done, what it is? Definition of done is set of principles, a set of things, set of rules, set of norms, set of conditions, which helps us to understand when a work is called as completed, or when a work is called done, does it meet all these points, checkpoints, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If this definition of done is properly written, and if the team properly follows it, chances are your quality will go higher. So definition of done is a standard maintained by the team. Either the team can decide before the project starts or before the iteration starts, but they keep watching it. The reason is, those are the points tells that, am I delivering with something with standard? So now, if you go to the same thing, which of the following is not, I remove the word not, which of the following is an agile mitigation strategy? I will tell modeling is a strategy, refactoring is a strategy, definition of done is a strategy. So this guy is an alien. Nice, good, right? I found 98% of the people went right answer. Some of them slightly slipped. Those people slightly slipped. Do you got an idea? Choice of choosing the language is not a big mitigation stuff, right? Language could be anything. Language is the final thing of implementation of doing things. But if you have to have these things properly said, people understand the business, people understand the refactoring concepts, people understand the definition of done, could be a mitigation strategy. But language is just a portion of the system team deciding what to do. Makes sense. Oh man, that was a crazy question. Slightly crazy question, right? The choice of programming language does not influence the quality of the code. The rest of the choice are valid mitigation strategies. Some of you non-IT industry people, you may be surprised, what is this language? What is the word code? I think last 20 years we learned a lot, but still language goes by. If you want to know, there is something called Java. We keep talking about it. Code is nothing but a step of language which they write to make system understand. I'm seeing many people from manufacturing and construction showing a lot of interest in Agile. I keep telling that these guys are going to overtake your job in IT industry. IT people in management, learn well, be strong. If not, many people are competing you because PMP added Agile in next 5 years, market going to shake like anything. Be prepared. Okay, that's a message. Right, that's good. I think we have a very good subject today. You learn something called refactoring. First thing you learned Agile 4 manifesto 12 principles. In the principle, we took the 9th principle, right? Continuous attention to technical excellence enhances agility. And we saw some 2 more things about how we should deliver faster and how we should be accepting the changes. Then we went about technical depth, the risk factor. Then we said how to come out of that. Chances are refactoring can help us to keep looking ourselves to improve better. But external behavior stays the same until things keep improving, right? This can be applicable to any industry. Don't think it's only for software. Since Agile talks much about this IT industry, we have to show these examples, if not applicable to all. We saw in the chat message, some of them spoke about for manufacturing industry also. Pretty interesting. Yeah, that's it. Good, nice. So hope the session went well. People watching, give your likes, comments in the feedback in the YouTube channel, or tell us what topic you want to hear, so that I will also bring the topic which you like. It'll be nice to present what you like, right? So put up a topic, we will be happy to present for you. Great. Any questions for the day, for the exam? Anyone have something? Okay, there is a person here putting a question. Jitendra is asking, how come definition of a done helps in degraded code quality? Okay, so let's put the sentence properly. Jitendra, the sentence says that, in the sense that, what is a mitigation strategy? Mitigation strategy to help the degraded code, right? If you go with that word mitigation strategy, how we are going to arrest it? One of that is say modeling, very good. Refactoring, very good. DOD, definition of done, says that when a code has been unit tested, when the logic has been properly unit tested, the logic has been properly attained by the acceptance testing by the user, or it has completed so and so steps. We have at least few steps mentioned by the team. When something crosses all this, then we call it as completed. If that's the case, when you do certain points crossover, then only completed as considered as done, then obviously you will not give something half a baked to the customer. See, quality degrade is a problem of what? It's not properly baked. You didn't bake it properly. So when you have some bullet points to check, is it properly baked? Definitely the quality will improve. So chances are this can be a mitigation strategy to arrest the problem, right? Hope that helps you there. Okay, good to have you all. I believe the Friday went well, and thanks for participating. And remember to enjoy the weekend, but at the same time, spend at least half an hour or 1 hour to read some topic on your domain. Don't always read about management, other stuff. It's also important, but read on a domain. Shriram, why you say that? I'm seeing people coming for interviews who are good in some of the tools. If you ask them how to use Microsoft Project, super good. Jira, super good. Primavera, super good. PMP, I know end-to-end, all good. But what is your domain? They're a little lagging there. So spend time, read there, because the next 10, 15 years, management industry is super boom, specifically country like India, super boom. So the people who are prepared, who are going to outshine, you're going to see great amount of growth in this industry in the area. So get ready, read your domain, be active. So in the beginning, I said that anything you do repeatedly becomes a habit. So something you're struggling today is not just like that. It is for 20, 30 years you practice something. Don't try to change overnight. Streamline it a little bit, enough. You'll be happy. If you're happy, further streamline. Go one iteration or iteration at a time. Don't try to change a project upside down. It's pretty tough, right? Great. Thanks a lot for everyone. Have a great weekend. People who are coming for the PMI-ACP classes coming Saturday, Sunday, stay ready. People are looking for new classes. Reach out to our team members. Support@ShriLearning.com. We are very happy to help you on PMP, ACP, Scaled Agile. Let's keep rocking. All the best. Have a great weekend. We'll see you soon. Yep. Bye-bye to all.